We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
21, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the point after.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Chargers.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play. Got
to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
The pass.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Let him know. 56 to Mike.
Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I don't even know why this team showed up. 56.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on fourth and inches. They'll try and run for it. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Take him down right at the
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Now Leonard Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Fournette. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 brings up second and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Herbert.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said,
Herbert has it knocked free. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
65. Check it out, Lee. Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pick up there, 26 yards. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Chargers 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Play action. It's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. 46.
On play action, they'll throw. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 there. 4 there. Check 26. Check 26. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check. Check.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete from the contact. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play. There as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We got 4. We got 4. Switch it. Check that. Street. Tighten up.
Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Check 31.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
21.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
What we got? 60 Eagles. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. Cut 19. Check smash.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Watch the shit.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd down.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Chargers 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Los Angeles.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Herbert's pass.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And it's complete. Henry. Touchdown, L.A.
Herbert's pass.
Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just one score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is our time.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. plenty of time on the clock. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's a throw that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back
at the 44-yard line.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the pass. Mike 56.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's gonna have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's checking.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
Second and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Chargers 14. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Hunter Henry.
Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
Point after.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Zerline connects on the extra point. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Done.